By Friday evening, I was at my desk staring at a screen full of quarterly numbers, but my mind wasn't on work. It was replaying the past week, every poisoned sentence that had slipped from my wife's mouth. Each one landed like it was planned to hurt. Instead of breaking me, they woke me up. Monday morning, I was in the kitchen, pouring coffee. She walked in, dressed for work, scrolling her phone with that familiar look of irritation. Without looking up, she dropped the first phrase like she was commenting on the weather. "I've been thinking maybe we just settled for each other." No context. No warning. I stopped mid-pour and asked what she meant. She shrugged and said, "Nothing." Forget I said anything, but I couldn't forget. 7 years and that was how she saw us. That line echoed in my head all day. It felt deliberate, a test, a jab. I didn't react like she probably wanted. I remembered it. Tuesday. We ate takeout in silence. Out of nowhere, she said the second phrase, looking right at me. I wonder what my life would have been like if I'd made different choices. She meant everything: career, city, relationships. When she emphasized relationships, I felt anger more than hurt. I looked at her and said, "Well, it's never too late to make different choices, is it?" Her smile faltered. Good. Let her think about that. Wednesday, I suggested visiting my parents. She answered with the third phrase. I can't keep pretending to enjoy things I don't care about anymore. It wasn't about a weekend plan. It was about our life, our memories. She made our shared years sound like theater. I asked calmly, "How long have you been pretending?" She tried to backtrack. But the damage was done. The pattern was obvious now. Chip away, then watch me crumble. Thursday, getting ready for bed. She stared at our reflection and said the fourth thing. Sometimes I look at couples who are actually happy and wonder what that feels like. Not we, not us. She excluded me from happiness. Instead of defending myself, I surprised her. I nodded and said, "Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing lately." Her confusion was priceless. She'd expected a fight. She got agreement. For the first time that week, she was speechless. And Friday, over coffee, she delivered the fifth phrase, the one that sealed it. "I think we both know this isn't working anymore." That was the culmination of her campaign. She'd been systematically dismantling our marriage all week and now declared it dead casually. I set my cup down, smiled, not sad or bitter, but knowing, and said, "You're absolutely right. This isn't working anymore." I kissed the top of her head, walked away, and started planning. Those 5 phrases didn't just reveal how she felt. They revealed strategy, calculated, cold, manipulative. She'd assumed I'd break, that I'd play the role she'd written for me, the desperate husband, the villain in her story. She misread me. Instead of collapsing, I took notes. That weekend, while she celebrated with friends, I started collecting evidence. Small things at first. The way her phone went from casual to clingy, face down on surfaces, password protected with a sudden urgency. Then the slips, a buzz during dinner, an urgent text that read like something else entirely. I didn't call her out. I watched and logged. I learned to act indifferent. I let paranoia eat at her. I made her wonder what I knew. She'd been trying to engineer my reaction for months. I decided to give her a reaction she wouldn't control. Tuesday afternoon changed everything. My trip to Denver got canceled. I drove home early to surprise her. Pulling into the driveway, I noticed a silver Audi parked across the street. My gut tightened. Upstairs, voices. Low, intimate voices that did not belong in our bedroom. I could have barged into the room and created a scene. Instead, I recorded, "They'll be gone until Thursday," I heard her say, breathless. "We have the whole house to ourselves." He asked, "When are you going to tell him?" She replied, "Soon. I've been laying the groundwork for weeks. He'll bring up divorce first." She wasn't cheating on impulse. She'd been planning, planting doubts, creating the narrative where I'd be the one to walk away. She thought she was smart. She'd built a long con. I filmed what I needed. Voices, the doorway ajar, a bed that told the truth without boasting. I left quietly, uploaded everything to secure cloud storage, and began to build a case. No screaming. No melodrama. Just proof, backups, strategy. Over the next days, she tried to bait me, to rescue her story with therapy suggestions and staged tenderness. I played my role too, calm, collected, unimpressed. When she suggested counseling, I agreed and then told her I had already scheduled professionals. For the process, yes, but also to make sure everything ended cleanly and fairly. She panicked. The script had failed. I made calls. Attorney, accountant, a private investigator who specialized in affairs and divorce. I talked to people who knew us. Her sister admitted she'd been worried for months. Mutual friends mentioned lunches with a man from her gym. Small transfers into a secret account turned into a pattern. This was planned, not accidental. She tried to seduce me. I refused. She tried to start fights. I agreed with every criticism and watched her grow more frantic. When she asked, "Do you ever think about what would happen if we weren't together?" I answered honestly, "Yeah, I think about it sometimes." She expected grief. She got clarity. She realized, too late, that she'd boxed herself in. The private investigator's report arrived with photos, video, financial records. Her lover wasn't just a man. He was a pattern. He'd done this before. The web of deception was wide and the truth was sharp. Then I set the stage. Friday morning, I placed an envelope on the counter, divorce papers, asset protection documents, a USB drive with everything. I didn't hide it. I called her family, my family, a couple of close friends, and quietly told them to be ready. The goal wasn't vengeance for show. It was accountability. She came down in a bathrobe and froze when she saw the Audi and her trainer in the driveway. Her parents arrived. My parents arrived. Her sister, our friends, everybody who mattered. I played the recording and let the evidence speak. I handed the USB to the people she planned to deceive. I let her face the consequences of a campaign she thought would label me the villain. Her trainer tried to leave. I stopped him. The private investigator explained the pattern. Her parents' faces said everything. Neighbors watched. Her public life unraveled in the span of an hour. The divorce followed. Fault-based claims, documented infidelity, financial deception. The law sided with the facts. She left with less than she expected. Her supposed nest egg was small. Her boyfriend vanished. The fallout was not pretty. Reputation, job, family ties, everything she gambled on collapsed. And me? I learned who I was when pulled to the edge. I learned that kindness isn't weakness and patience isn't permission. I learned that some people reveal themselves slowly, in 5 phrases, and you should believe them the first time. Months later, I'm dating a neighbor who showed up with a casserole and a real offer of kindness. Life is quieter, clearer. I blocked her number. She called once, pleading. I listened, then hung up. Some bridges need to stay burned. If this story taught me one thing, it's this. When someone treats your love like a weapon, disarm them by walking away. Some endings aren't tragic. They're liberation. If you like this story, hit subscribe. I picked 2 other videos I think you'll enjoy. Click one, and I'll see you in the next story.